Hey, in this video you're going to discover the three types of people and you'll find out which one you are. I'm Stephen Webb, the Peace of Mind Coach. You can find out more about me in the links below. But let's talk about, well, we'll just wait a moment while my dog decides to join us and does a bit of tap dancing on my nice wood floor. And shakes as he's here. Make yourself comfortable, Bounty. And I'm back with you. Sorry about that, but you know, things arise, things happen. We don't always have to panic about it. Oh my God, it's going to ruin my video. Right, what was I talking about? The three types of people. Well, number one is the caged. And this type of person is like living in a cage with the door open and they don't know it's open. And what I mean by that is they're so down on their luck, and they've been so down on their luck in their life that they believe their fate is sealed. They believe that they can't do anything about their life. They blame everybody else, the governments, the neighbours, the parents, the past, the exes, the dog, the neighbour. I said the neighbour. Let's blame the neighbour twice. But they really cannot see any way out. They cannot see beyond their own suffering. These are often called victims, but I don't like using that because they don't know that there is alternatives. It's like, there's a great story about an elephant. Now then, when an elephant is really young, they put a great big pole into the ground, about 4 foot into the ground, maybe 2 foot, I don't know. And they chain him up on it so he cannot move away. And then when he's an adult, they just put a rope and they just put it on a chair or something. Like in the Wild West, they just throw the horses with just the rope over the thing and they don't tie them up. And that's because when they're young, they're pulling, they're trying things in life. They're trying to break free or become something or have aspirations. They want to go and eat the grass on the other side. They don't want to stay there tied up. And this is the same for humans. But the problem is, as we get adults, we get so in place to our habits that when we think the rope's there, we think we can't run, we can't do anything. Just the same as the horse. While the horse is with that rope over the saloon, they think they can't get away. And it's exactly the same with us, exactly the same with us humans. We really become a sum of our habits and we don't even realize we're doing it. We think we have choice, but we're not, we're just driven. We think we have to go to work. We think we have to please the boss. We think we cannot write. We cannot read a book. We cannot do this. And I mentioned reading a book because, you know, I was caged for a very, very long time and I am still partly now. So I'm not knocking anybody. But I believed I couldn't read a book since I was about 7, 8 years old when I was diagnosed dyslexic. But it stopped me reading until I was 40 when I hit my rock bottom, when I had to do something to concentrate, focus my mind on the horrible, painful thoughts I had. So I picked up a book. It took me about 6 weeks to read like 30 pages to understand what was in them. And I was reading for several hours a day. Now I read a book every 2 weeks, 24 books a year. That's only 4 years on. So sometimes our beliefs can hold us back, and that's where the caged type of person is. And you'll probably see there's a mix of all three of us, and we've been all three of these at different times in our lives. Number two is the comfortable. You know, they got the job, they can pay their bills, they've got the house, maybe the family, and everything's just okay, ticking along. Maybe a little bored with life, want a little bit more excitement, but they don't want to get out of their comfort zone. They're happy with their life the way it is. They have desires and wants, they want to better different parts of it. They're looking forward to the retirement when they can start living in 20 years' time. And they believe they've got it all sorted and everything's okay, but they're not really living, they're just existing. And there's nothing wrong with that a lot of the time. But we only have one life. This is it. This is your life. This is my life. Now, unless we do something with it, what was the point in it? Unless we do something right now, today, or something like that, what is the point? If the point was just to exist, humans would have evolved an imagination, a want, a need, a desires. And the third type are the go-getters, the type that would read a book, a self-help book, and put everything in motion and immediately improve their lives. They're the ones that if someone said, let's go skydiving, they're already in the car. You know, these are the ones that build things. These are the ones that do things. These are the game changers. I may not always agree with all what they do, but they're still the go-getters. They're still the, I want to do this, and I'm going to go and do it. You know, that's the third type. And sometimes we feel like we're number 3, sometimes we're number 2, and sometimes we're number 1. No one is absolutely in the type. So at this point, comment below what type you are, what type your primary compass is set around. And give me what type you were when you were a child, when you were 7, 8 years old. What type you are now, and what type you want to be. You know, it'd be really interesting to read some of the comments. So really, you know, leave a comment. Now then, I've got a book you could download, 5 secret practices you need for peace of mind. Now then, the third type, I don't need to tell. You've already clicked the link, or you go into in the bottom, and you're going to download the book, and you're going to make everything implemented, and you're going to do it perfectly. Congratulations, well done. The middle type would go, oh, I don't need that. I'm okay with my life. Good luck, it's cool, that's fine. The first type should really download my book. They should really, if you feel sometimes that your life is kind of stuck, download the 5 secret practices you need for peace of mind. You don't need to sit in a cave for 20 years to start developing a calmness, developing a healthy relationship with your body and your mind and your thoughts. So yeah, go get it. Subscribe to my channel. Really appreciate you watching. Namaste. Download the book and subscribe.